into what's everybody getting themselves into. What's the word on the curve you heard? You already know here in Killer Cali, it is a nice, beautiful, sunny day. It's actually warm. Feels like summer's already, coming or here. So it's actually hot and clear skies today. That California weather. But just wanted to jump on and see what everybody was getting themselves into. Or if anybody has scoped out the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, actually has gotten pretty interesting, right? With the rap songs and stuff like that. I think it's funny. Drake put out a song called Heart 6 or whatever. How he's just constantly defending himself in that track, right? Instead of, focusing on this and Kendrick. He's more of explaining himself and trying to do cleanup, I guess cleanup, because of what Kendrick's song exposed of him, right? And here's the thing, because Drake lied a lot in that song, right? Like I said that the allegations aren't true and that they're lies and lies and lies and lies. But there's footage, my guy. There's videotape, and not cheap videotape. Real good videotape of you and an underage girl, and you're kissing and rubbing up on her chest area and everything. And that's you, my guy. No one could deny that that's not you. That's you, my guy. So to say that these are allegations and there's no proof, like, bro, there's a fucking videotape, my guy. What's worse is a videotape with audio. You're talking, bro, and acknowledging her underage. Yeah, you still didn't give a fuck and still went for it. That's crazy. I think what it is their egos inflate, so long, or because it was such a long time ago that maybe he thought since no one has put it out there that there must be no footage of it, or maybe he thought everybody likes me, I'm a likable guy, so nobody would ever throw that video out there, I'm, because, they're my fans. Like, nah, my guy, nah. When you don't show no humbleness, people will humble you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. Drake got too cocky and started talking, and people were like, all right. Like, you think you got no smut? All right, here you go. Bam. And he's going to try to do that one thing where, you're going to try to convince your fans that it's not true. The fucking video that they're watching is a lie. He can't say that's an AI, right? It's not just audio, visual and everything. Like, damn, my boy. And all those fans were there, too, as witnesses, so... Yeah. It's not even a scenario where it was just you and her, but like all kinds of people. So, all bad. What up, Shadow? What's good, Derek? Getting ready for work. That's right. Yeah, man. Drake over here trying to play cleanup duty, bro. He's trying to play people stupid. Like if people don't have eyes and ears. That is crazy. Here's what I could say. Back then, people could, I guess, understand society back then, right? We weren't as educated as we are now, right? So back in the days, it was seen appropriate for a 16, 17-year-old or whatever to date an older man already, right? Even people that would pay off their loans or buy stuff by, giving their daughters away to these people, right? Like, oh, if you tell me that, I'll let you wed my daughter or whatever, right? It was seen as normal. But that's because people weren't educated, right? We didn't have the knowledge like we have now, right? So people weren't aware. Now you could say, well, it's common sense. Like I said, people weren't as intelligent back then as you see it like that now because you've been taught that way, right? Because we have the research and we're educated on the subjects that we see it this way now. But back then they didn't have the luxury of having that information, right? So they just seen that, okay, they're able to have sex and have kids, so they must be adults, right? Because like I said, they weren't as intelligent before, and a lot of people didn't go to school back then, right? That was more of a luxury towards people, right? So people weren't, put up on game about the scenarios. But now we know everything that we know. We have the research and everything like that. So there's no excuses. Drake knew that was wrong because he even said it. Like, damn, I could go to jail for this. He said it right there. He said, damn, I could go to jail for this. And yet he still went for it. And he wasn't in Canada where they say that shit is legal. No. He was in Colorado, my guy. And that shit is illegal. And he knows that. And that wouldn't give no fucks. Homie must have forgot. Homie must have been drinking a little bit too much that day. Like, damn, my boy. There's no coming back from that, homie. I mean, don't get me wrong. People will still make excuses for him and still have his back and lick his balls. Right? And look, here's the thing. I don't even care about Drake or Kendrick. I two fucks less. I don't even hear their musics and shit like that, right? So to say like, oh, you must be a Kendrick fan or you must hate Drake. No, in all true reality, I don't care about them. But what's right is right and what's facts is facts, my guy. Plain and simple. It's not that I'm picking sides or anything. Facts are facts, and what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. That's merely it, bro. Now you can try to justify it however you want because you like his music and you want to continue bumping it without feeling guilty that you're bumping somebody who messes around with children. I get it. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean you get to continue the lie. Right? Just admit the truth, bro. You like his music, you want to keep bumping it. So just say that, bro. Say, you know what? I don't give a fuck what he did with kids, bro. I'm still going to listen to his music because I like it. Say the fucking truth, bro. But don't fucking go and make up lies and try to fucking spin this narrative. Say the fucking truth, bro. You know that shit is real. Just say it, but you want to continue bumping his music, bro. Be fucking honest, at least. Don't give no bullshit. Be honest. You know, at least that way you can look at yourself in the mirror knowing, well, at least I fucking told them the truth. And I can respect that. Fuck it. At least that fool was honest. At least he didn't try to come and defend and, you know, make up lies. At least he came and told me the truth. So I may not respect what he said, but I can at least respect the fact that he was honest. Can no one be mad at that individual for that? Because at least he came and was honest with you guys. You know what I mean? Can't be mad at that. Like I said, like, okay, all right. I disagree with you, but at least you were honest. You know? I don't respect your view, but I respect your honesty. I respect your get down. I mean, because, you know, with so many fucking liars nowadays, it's rare when you get that it's like, you can respect that, but like, all right, fuck it. At least this fool was honest. You know what I mean? I can't be mad at someone for telling the truth. That's why I don't understand when people get mad because hey, fool, at least that fool told you the truth, bro. Can't be mad because he told you the truth, bro. Be mad when he lies to you. Don't be mad at him when he's telling the truth. What's good, Mr. Pasa? What's cracking like an ishi? Nick Gomez, what up, Shadow? What's good, my boy? I had a day off today because I worked the other day. All right, that's right. I'm at the gym. I can't watch that. I feel you. Hey, when you getting your work on, that's good, homie. You know what I mean? Health is more important than what I got to be rambling about. Who wins in the fight? Jeffrey Epstein. Damn, bro. Is it a regular match or are we talking like a cage match or a Hell in the Cell or some shit? I think Weinstein. Ron Simmons. Dan Schneider. R. Kelly. They should put them all in the cage and have a sudden death match where the winner gets to be executed. That'll be chingona. You will now be fighting to sudden death, where the winner will have the honor of being executed. His reward will be he gets to pick the way he goes. Unlike when in sudden death, you're being killed by any means. At least this way, you get to pick the way you're going to go. What up? What's happening? YouTube Live was the most random stuff ever. Serio. Especially mine's. We all over the place. I like graffiti video you just put up. Let them know. Oh, that's right. Gracias. I appreciate that. You would ever rap to the OG Loke beat. Which one is that one? Because in the game, there's like 3 of them. So, but which one though? Yo, just watched the video about tagging Cruz. Good shit. The taggers still have the green light. I remember back in the days, I couldn't go to county saying you were a tagger. They would fuck you up. Gracias. I appreciate the support. And yeah, I just, you know, there's certain things that we just, we don't talk about on here. You know what I mean? And those are conversations I just can't go into. You know what I mean? So, my bad, my boy. You know. With all due respect, you know, if I was able to answer those kind of questions and talk about that kind of stuff, I wouldn't mind, but there's certain things I just can't discuss online. You know what I mean? Flapjacks, can you say hello in The flapjacks? Flapjack. I don't know. Can you say happy birthday, JJ, to me? Happy birthday, JJ. I like Kendrick's music more than Drake's, even though I bump neither nowadays. Yeah. I never heard like I know Kendrick's a better lyricist, but I never hear their music at all ever. You know what I mean? Just from time to time, whatever comes on the radio or some shit like that, right? Or whatever people send me, but I don't hear their music's not in my playlist or I don't even own their CDs, right? It's just not like just from what I have heard, I'm just not, you know. And people, no, scope out this song. Watch this song will convince you, and I would hear it, and I'm just like that's cool that you like that, bro. I'm not saying that it's whack or that you shouldn't like it. That's cool that because that's your type of music. I get it that you like it because you can relate to it, or maybe it brings some good memories or some. You know, I understand that, bro. It's just not the kind of music that I like to hear. You know, like I just like hearing different stuff. You know, nothing wrong with what you hear, right? It's just I hear different things, right? So, you know, like my taste is just different. You know. Not to say that yours is you have whack taste or nothing like that. It's just that we're gonna like different things. You know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna like the same thing. And I just don't really like their kind of music, especially their beats. I can't stand their beat selections. Don't get me wrong, Drake has some good beats, right? But normally I don't really like what they bring. What do you think about the whole Palestine and Israel bullshit? College kids taking over the campuses nationwide. You know what? That's one thing I don't understand though. Like, you know, you're now putting at hold your education and people from getting their education. Those who like, let's say, don't want to be involved in the political mess of Palestine and Israel's conflict, right? Like they just want to learn and just want to go to school and do what they want to do or gotta do, right? And now you're putting like you're throwing a wrench into that, right? Like you're fucking it up for them, bro. You know what I mean? Like by you doing this fucking fiasco, now you're fucking it up for the rest of these people that are just trying to learn. And that's not right either, right? Because you can protest all you fucking want, but understand that the Israeli and the Palestine government is not like the United States government. They don't give a flying fuck what you're saying, bro, or what you want to rally and protest. They don't care. They are not America, bro. You know what I'm saying? What they say goes, plain and simple. You know what I mean? So you doing this fiasco is not going to change none of those motherfuckers' opinions or mindset up, over there. So this shit is pointless, bro. And what is America like? Let's say you convince America to go and talk to these people. At the end of the day, America can't convince neither of these countries, what to do. You get what I'm saying? They don't run their countries. You know what I mean? And you can say, yeah, well, we can stop supplying Israel and stuff like that. Yes, but Israel will just go and get the supplies from somewhere else, though. So it's not gonna fix anything, bro. Truth hurts, I know, but it is what it is. It's facts. You want to maybe get your point across, then go get your ass over there to where they're at, and then try to convince the people, and then maybe like that they'll listen. When the people now say fuck that and they put their foot down, then like that maybe they will consider it, right? Because now they're at risk, right? But all the way over here, they're not gonna give a flying fuck what you guys are doing. They're probably not even aware or care for that matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of the matter. Because I don't agree with neither side, bro, about how they're handling the situation. You know what I mean? Or how they're talking about, the other side or whatever. Like, understand that you guys are all humans before you're fucking Israeli, Palestinian, African American, Native American, Caucasian, Hispanic. You are a fucking human before any of that. And this is merely just a skin color. That's it. Right? You need food and water. They need food and water. You're the same. I always try to point out the differences in you guys. When you guys have more in common than you guys have different. Goofy ass people. Nothing like them. Do you need food and water? Yes. Well, so do they. Could a gunshot kill you? Yes. Well, so could it. Like, I thought you said you had nothing in common with these individuals, bro. I go, you want me to keep listening then? Do you have a mouth? Well, so do they. You have a nose. Like, bro, you lying motherfucker. You said you had nothing in common with these motherfuckers. You said you were better. Yeah, you need air. You can't fucking, you're not super strong. You can't shoot fire. You can't leap over a building. Neither can they, bro. So, I mean, what exactly can you do that they can't, though? I thought you were at least, coming with that mentality. I thought you were able to, like, fucking, bend metal or fucking spit acid or, because you're over here saying how you all different and how you better. So I'm like, oh, damn, he's better than these people. Then fuck, then this motherfucker must be able to fly or run at supersonic speed or something, you know what I mean? Like, damn, homie, and what can you do? But then you over here telling me that you can't do nothing different than these motherfuckers, bro. Let me wonder right there, like, well, then how exactly are you better? Oh, because you say you are. Oh, is that how that works? Like, damn, bro. I didn't realize it was that easy. This ninja's gay. Gracias. The rap music I listen to, nobody really listens to. Yeah, that's good, bro. Like, nobody has to like what you like, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean that it sucks. It just, everybody has different tastes. Cholo ass mofo. You like a little voice. What are your thoughts on death penalty, death row for criminals of serious crimes? Yeah, there's some people that, in my honest opinion, truly can't be fixed. There's some people that are just, they're too gone already. That's the sad truth. There's some individuals that you just can't, you know what I mean? Can't fix them. Sad, bro. But it's a cold game. I am sad. Life's too short to be sad. The OG look where he rapped off on the grocery. Oh. I can't really remember the beat, how it went. What's good, Lucky Loke? Go subscribe to Lucky Loke's channel. Pookie gives me a shout out. Pookie give me a shout out. My name's not Pookie. I'm actually happily married, so I don't like to be called names like that. A little bit more respect on me, please. I'm white. Everybody hates white dudes, but I don't give a single fuck. That's another thing that also, I have several videos talking about that it is annoying when people always try to blame the whites for everything. The whites literally have to be walking in eggshells in society, right? Because people blame the whites for everything when the whites are not the problem either. Caucasians are not the problem. They are in the struggle with you. They are battling and struggling as well. They suffer racism as well. You know what I mean? Because out here, if anybody says the N-word or beaner, it is made a fiasco. But if you say cracker or honky, nobody seems to give a flying fuck when it's equally as racist. Because you're not, or when you say that all these whites behave like this or like Karens, then you are being racist. Kind of like saying all blacks are the same or all Mexicans look the same. That's being racist, right? Well, that's the same thing that you're doing to them. But what makes it okay? Because their ancestors, supposedly, that they had no fucking idea or relations to, you're going to fucking hold their actions or penalize these people for these people's actions that they have no fucking connection to? And if white people were really as racist as people would say that they are, there would have never been a fucking civil war, because the civil war was because, the South didn't want these, they wanted to get rid of slavery, and the Confederates wanted to keep slavery. And before, minorities and blacks weren't allowed to vote. So the ones that went to vote to say no more slavery were whites. And the ones that were out there dying were whites. Because blacks and minorities weren't allowed to enroll into the military. It wasn't until, the Union started losing that they now made it for blacks and, minorities to join the battles. And that's how they ended up beating the Confederates. But you had a lot of white people who sacrificed and died because they believed that black people should be free. Ah, my God. This world is crazy. You know what I mean? When they say that, the problem is the establishment, how it's established. It just so happens that a lot of the establishment happens to be Caucasian. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that falls on all the Caucasians. Just like how you have piece of shit that are Mexican, black, Asian, white, whatever. They exist in all our ethnicities, good and bad. So for these bad people's actions, you don't have the right to blame the whole entire ethnicity, because that is fucking stupid. So to say that all whites are the same or racist or whatever, get your head out of your ass. Kind of like saying, oh, well, all Mexicans are this and that, or all blacks are this and that, when it's not true. So what gives you the right to try to say it to them? You know what I mean? I mean, there's a proof itself in history, bro. There would have never been a fucking civil war to begin with. And that was true. But people believe the propaganda or the nonsense that people spill without no fucking facts, bro. Know your fucking history. Educate yourself, please. That shit is irritating. The ignorance is crazy. My 10-year-old, 7-year-old listen to NWA and old school rap rock. That's right. They are. Michael was trying to bring. Michael was shot trying to bring. Damn, serio. That's what I mean. This shit is getting out of hand, and over for these governments that don't give a fuck about their people, bro. Because they don't. Because if the Palestinian or Israeli governments actually cared about their people, there wouldn't be a war. You know, there's a war because they don't give a fuck. Let them die. It's not them. It's not their kids, not their families. So why should they have any concern about sending people out there to war? You know, I guarantee you, bro, if these motherfuckers are the ones that had to put on the gear and go out there and fight, like let's say their presidents and their governors and all that, if they had to be the one that actually had to go do the fighting, these problems would have been fixed a long time ago, bro. There would have never been a war. All of a sudden, there would have been solutions, bro. If they were the ones that had to fight, they would have came to the table and found a solution. I guarantee you, bro. But this is not them that are fighting, and they're sending these fucking people that they have no idea and connection to. It's so easy to claim war, declare war. Yeah, because they're not the ones doing the fighting. Because I guarantee you, if they had to do the fighting, you would have had a list of solutions, bro. All of a sudden, this fucking miracle, and there's a solution to the problem. Like, oh no, it's not that serious, guys. We can actually fix this. Like, nah. Y'all guys were saying that there was no way to fix it, so go out there. No. We have seen the light. All of a sudden, huh? That a coincidence. Guess the Lord does work in mysterious ways. Goofballs. Is the black t-shirt a part of your uniform? Yes, Simone, it is. Nah, it legitimately is a part of it. It's got my company's name and everything on the back and right here on the sleeves. So, like, we can't, like, this is our uniform. That's why when people be like, hey, how come you're always wearing the shirt? Like, well, I would love to wear something else, but I wouldn't be able to go into my work, and I do the videos when I'm on my lunch break, so I'm not going to change shirts while I'm in the car just to do a video. And we just happen to have uniform, policy. Mandatory uniform policy. I'm going to tell my job, hey, you know what? You guys got to allow us to wear different colors, bro, because I be getting shit on YouTube. Nah, I don't give a fuck. That's why when you see me doing the videos at my house, rarely, but it happens. I'm always wearing a different shirt, right? I'm actually wearing my street clothes. But it doesn't bother me that people see that or think that, I just go with it. What do you think about fight scenes in movies where characters can fight entire army? Oh my God. Yeah, that is goofy. Eventually, the person's gonna get tired, bro. You know, there's only so many. You could be the best fighter in the world, but there's only so many people you can hold back, bro. You know, after a while, the numbers are just gonna, you could be the biggest and baddest. If you're just outnumbered, you're just not. It's not gonna be able to happen, bro. You're eventually gonna get tired and worn out, and it's useless, bro. You know, even like animals who react on instinct, right? Who have no, sense of ration and shit like that. Even they are aware of that. Like the lion could realize it could beat up a hyena. Hyena ain't shit to him. But when he sees a herd of hyenas, he minds his own business because he knows, yeah, I can fuck these fools up individually, but I ain't gonna be able to take them all out. And they're gonna fucking eat me. A bear and all the animals, bro. They are aware when they're outnumbered, bro. And that these animals just react on instinct. But see, that already shows, like, nah, homie, I ain't stupid. It's just that the number game, you already know you're just not gonna be able to win the number game. You're just not. That's why, in all true reality, these governments are scared of the people, bro. We outnumber them, regardless if they have. Back then, they used to be able to overthrow their rulings, right? And then the ruling had, the best weapons, and these peasants were hardly fed, they malnourished, they were weak, they had no weapons, and still they were able to fucking overthrow their establishment throughout history. It has happened time and time and time and time again when it has gotten to that point. So these governments are aware, they're not stupid. They know that if the people flip on them, they are fucked. So they have to do the things that they do by doing all the manipulation and all the bullshit tactics that they do. Because they know once people catch on, bro, it's game over for them. Because the ones on top are always the ones that end up all bad in those situations. People are aware of that. They're not stupid. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you could have military, right? And you just use military force. You have to understand that those soldiers have family out there, mothers, sisters, tias, cousins, and everything like that. And they're just not gonna go and round these or shoot them at random and shit like that, because their family members could get killed out there in the process. They're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Even if it's like, following orders or whatever, they got loved ones out there, bro. You know what I mean? All of them do. And at the end of the day, they're just taking orders, right? So they're not to say that they agree with your shit, right? So if shit's gonna get too out of hand, they're gonna be like, nah, fuck that, you do it. They're not stupid, bro. They play all these fucking games. People just gotta educate themselves and wise up. Why do you think governments and all that, why do you think they make it so difficult for people to get education, bro? They fear their people being educated, because when you're educated, they can't manipulate you. They can't trick you. They can't deceive you. You know what I mean? People are put up on game. They don't fall for those tactics. Because here in America, how the school system works is that they're not teaching you to be independent or to be an entrepreneur. All they do is teach you how to take orders, to follow a set, schedule, and how to take orders. Sit down and only talk when I tell you to talk. And, and I have the answer, and I'm the one that holds the answer, right? You just got to figure it out. They just teach you how to be a worker, not a leader, a boss, independent. They just teach you how to be able to take orders, sit down and listen, and don't talk when we don't tell you, and you know what I mean? And follow the lessons. You know what I mean? Remember, the school system was funded and created by these rich bastards who needed workers. And these rich bastards are not going to let their teachers teach or do things that is against what their views. They're only going to allow the teachers to teach or say the things that align with their views. Because if not, them schools wouldn't be there and they wouldn't exist. They would just shut them bitches down, including these churches. If they don't want you speaking or saying the shit that goes against their views, they are shutting your shit down, period. Because they fund those bitches. That's a cold truth. For those interested or want to know about the topic, I suggest you read Friedrich Nietzsche's work. It's really, really good. Some of the best, right? He was a philosopher, one of the greatest minds that has ever existed. And he breaks the establishment really good. right? Because he's seen the creation of the establishment. As a t-shirt as a part of the work uniform is understandable. Nah, yeah, it is. It's got the logo and everything. If you could have any power, what would it be? Probably flying. That way I could just beat all the traffic and just get to where I need to get to. Yeah, probably stick with flying. I wouldn't have to deal with the traffic. I don't have like some kind of like, fire breath or lasers out of my eyes. I sneeze and fucking blow up a building. Oh, mames. Like, whoopsie. My bad. Like, was that me? What would you rate the Vario and GT? They can carry themselves. A straight goofy. I would rate them a G for goofy. Drake lost Kendrick. Ja Rule, Drake's career. What about we're used by some of the raza? Yeah, some raza grows up to view blacks a certain way, just like you have blacks that don't like raza either. It does exist, for those who live here in Los Angeles, they know what I'm talking about. You have certain Crip gangs or blood gangs that write taco eaters or beaners or, wetbacks, you know what I mean? So they have they have their individuals that have an animosity towards raza too. It's not just one-sided, bro. You know what I mean? It's just that no one ever talks about that part. But no, these fools tag it on walls and say it's not all, like I said, not all of them. Just because some blacks think like that, don't mean that all blacks think like that. Or just like some Mexicans think like that, don't mean all Mexicans think like that. Right? There's just some individuals that are raised to see individuals a certain way. But that just falls upon their parents. You know what I mean? They're the ones that install that shit in their kids because kids aren't born to see it that way. They get those views from what they hear from the people they see as role models or idolize. Right? And since the people that they idolize are the ones saying it, that's the reason why they hold those values even when they're adults and don't change the way they do. Because you're not going to tell me that what my parents or how my parents view it or what my parents were saying is wrong. I'm not going to let you talk down on my parents and what they were, you know what I mean? So that's why they feel like they have the right or that it's true what they're saying because the people they idolize are the ones that were saying it. That's why it's so hard to go against it because you're not going to tell them that their parents were wrong. Or they're not going to view it that their parents were wrong because they respect them. Like I said, yeah, you respect your parents. Don't make it right. Don't make it, facts, bro. Don't make it good. It just means that you just don't want to see the truth, bro. You want to lie to yourself. Bro, your parents made mistakes. Every parent makes mistakes. No one's perfect. You know what I mean? It's okay to admit it. You know what I'm saying? As we make mistakes as people, bro. Have you ever characters voice acting and cartoons the voice? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I have gave it thought, right? I just wouldn't even know how to but I feel like I would do a pretty good job at that. Don't lie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.